Hey guys, welcome once afresh. I'm here to talk about English skills, and this video is overly dedicated to my English learners who asked me about productive skills. I'm Mustafa Kasim Khan, and it's nice of you guys that you guys are with me once afresh. Some students asked me about two skills, which are very important, not only important, but also they have some good influence upon students. Sometimes they are making some ambiguities problems they have, right? So vocabulary and grammar section where the students ask me these questions about these skills, and then did commend me that please sir, I'm right and illustrate those topics. So as I say that productive activities are important, and these are relatively important to have those activities, guys, such as in English language, and it's a kind of fresh and very brisk language, right? It has some new methodology and new idioms, sometimes new expressions. So try to ameliorate that one as quickly as possible, guys. Okay. So having those activities that I say they're productive in English, you must be proactive, guys. So as I said, receptive is also important, right? So receptive and productive both, or they have communicable connection with each other, right? So vocabulary and grammar, guys. According to AJ Hogg, international EFL instructor, I love him, and I'm teaching sometimes like his in own way. Love his teaching. So he says that try not to learn grammar as much, guys. According to AJ Hogg, he says that take all the grammar books which you do have and throw them on the dustbin, right? Grammar, it's only important only for English teachers and English instructors who instructs and lectures for people. They should learn them according to their own thoughts and perspectives, guys. For the students, right, vocabulary is very important, guys. And the strategy of vocabulary, that's you have to learn the definition of vocabulary, types of vocabulary like oral and printed vocabulary. You have to learn all the types of them, and then you have to talk about dictionary vocabulary, reading vocabulary, writing vocabulary, speaking vocabulary, and those types have to be concerned, right? So as I say that for students, vocabulary is very important, and especially synonym and antonyms for them, right? So try to learn about 5 synonyms for each word, and upon learning each word, try to use 5 strategy for vocabulary. This is my for student, guys. So the first strategy is that you have to pronounce the word 5 times. For example, I choose the word relinquish. So you have to pronounce this one 5 times. Eh? Relinquish, 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 relinquish 5 times. Then after pronouncing 5 times each word, you have to find the functions of that 5 times. Like so, relinquish as a verb, as a verb, as a verb, as a verb, as a verb. So it's according to functionality, right? In the third one, you have to talk about its pronunciation. So you say that relinquish, 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 quish. So you have to pronounce that word 5 times, okay? And the third one, you have to make 5 examples. For example, her father relinquished her. It's impossible. So you say that, all right. So anyhow, you say that I relinquished my family due to a financial crisis. All right, so 2 example, 3 example, 5. So 5 example you have to them the randomly and smartly, right? And the fourth one, you to write that example or those examples according to dictation and write them on a piece of paper, learn them. So these are strategies for vocabulary section, right? So according to oral, right, in printed, it has physical and mental practice. Did you get a nod? So 5 strategies for vocabulary. As I said, for students, right, learning grammar is too much boring, guys, and sometimes not only for teachers but also for students. It's kind of complicated task, and students cannot complete that task as well as teachers, right? Because sometimes while I'm learning grammar, while I'm studying talking about grammar section, so that I become very complicated and ambiguous upon learning that, because it's very difficult for situation. I do focus on 12 Hollywood movie. I do focus on my productive activities and receptive activities. So people say that there are 5 skills in English. So indeed, they're not and trying their 4 skills in English: reading, writing, speaking, listening. Because grammar it isn't a skill. However, it is an art. It's a science you have to talk about, right? So learning grammar it isn't important too much, as I say that in grammar, like for speech and for speaking section, you have to talk about tenses and memorize 4 tenses: present, past, future, future in the past. So the 4 tenses should be illustrated, right? And for writing section and segments of writing, so you have to talk about active and passive voice, because active passive voice take the space in writing section. And also for slang words, complicated enough. So for slang words, you have to talk about like phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are very important, and you have to talk about phrasal verbs as much as possible. Say, because learning phrasal verb, this make you a very, very harshy. It is. All right. So phrasal verbs, so you have to talk about that one. So try not to learn about the grammar section. As I said, vocabulary. Grammar section isn't too much important, guys. Focus on vocabulary, synonyms, words, guys. So this was my topic and this was my perspective, guys. If you do have any question, once again, if you didn't get the video, subscribe the video, go to my channel and leave comments. I'll be there to solve your question quickly. Thank you.